I'm not on camera, am I?
Nah.
Hello, welcome to Texas. I'm your gracious host, Joel. Well, turn it off, man. Turn the camera off. Do it, turn it off, man. Get away, man. Just, no pictures, no pictures. I didn't do it. I didn't know she was 17. Shelly! Shelly!
Get out.
Hey. The Rickman! The Rickmeyer!
You're on camera, man.
Whose camera's that?
Is
The boss.
you're wearing Halston.
I don't know, but we've got beer.
I got a ticket too. Deadman.
We've got beer.
Hey man, don't put me in no camera shit. No! Come on, man. God damn, they got me on a fucking camcorder. Go away. Go away.
Come on, Sandy. Come on.
No, I have just woken up. I am not in the mood to take pictures. Go away, Todd. And then you're going to take a picture of my nasty ass room. Go away, Todd. Hold on a second.
Oh, shit.
Get out.
All right. Beer.
No, you better not take a picture of me, boy.
Beer.
Beer, thank you. Ooh,
Wow.
thanks, Todd.
Yep. Going to the tavern.
I can't say where.
Excuse me.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, the man. I'm getting ready to take a shower, like
Calvin's Tavern.
Calvin's Tavern. Yeah,
Shower.
well, it's
Oh, you
kinda
gotta check out
trash right
these.
now. I got
Oh man, what'd you take it apart for? I was
take
gonna.
what apart?
Where's your other speaker at?
Over there.
Big speakers. Oh, there it is.
Oh, you want to see him?
Yeah.
You got tape in that thing?
Alcohol.
It was.
Was alcohol.
There you go. 400 watts of pure power. Check it out.
Wow. Cool.
So,
I like that.
yeah, I know. I got to find a different place for that lamp there.
Nah. Alright, well, I'm out of here.
Hey, you have a good one.
Yep. See ya.
Everyone in that building.
I know that, fucking. You think I didn't see fucking, Don't tape this shit, motherfucker. There's alcohol, man.
So,
There's minors around. Come on. I'm more aware of this stuff.
What's your point, man?
Well, I'm around alcohol.
so none of us are drinking. That's not alcohol. That's fruit juice. Yeah, that's what it is.
Who's that?
My name's Joel.
Who goes there?
99's designated driver.
So am I.
You're driving tonight too? Get a picture of this, man. Come on.
Wait.
Learn quick. Now watch.
God is preparing conditions and circumstances.
God is preparing conditions and circumstances.
And I believe the church in America is
Damn.
finding itself in a place of constriction right now. God has been working
Amen,
in my
brother.
heart
Who's
Amen.
that?
to circumcise
Sing
my
his
heart
praises.
again.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I believe it comes repeatedly in men and women.
Dude,
That's right.
like it would hurt.
I can't believe I got a ticket, bro.
I got one too. Don't feel bad. Shelly got one.
Who did?
Shelly.
Because in the midst of our
Don't matter.
we get to think
We're gonna talk to Bruce to say.
There's Lawson's girlfriend.
What's
And there's Lawson.
wants us, we are perfected, we
No pictures, please. No pictures, please.
Smile for the camera.
Not until the trial is over.
My bed, my boy's fucking on my bed or something.
Smile.
Turn that shit off.
No cameras until the trial is over. Please.
Here's the beautiful thing.
Please, my client does not want any publicity. Put the cameras down.
So we getting ready to go out or what?
Yeah.
Rick's all slicked up. I ain't taking shower yet.
I got a ticket. Rick got a ticket.
I got a fucking ticket, dude.
For what?
For parking behind my fucking dorm.
Now they see you.
I
I got a
don't
ticket
know,
for
man. I
parking
thought
right
like
out there, dude. Right out there.
I know, I've seen your ass. I've seen your ass.
Get that damn thing off me, God.
Don't park there!
Stop.
What, baby? Take more showers.
Heather! Don't park!
There's a happy man right there. A happy man. Woo!
What, baby?
Where you got?
Not.
Where you got?
Not.
Go ahead. Stop. Let me see. Stop. Look over it.
Fine. I ain't got nothing.
You guys are funny, man.
You guys are terrible.
Beautiful.
What?
I'll put on my shirt.
Chris, what? You got a damn grin on your face. What?
I love
You better get away from me.
Don't talk to me in that tone of voice, girl. Don't look at me in that tone of voice either.
Oh, you want another beer? Oh, it looks like he's ready for another beer.
My hand's ready for you. You gotta ask Kathy first.
What?
Kathy Ireland.
Oh, okay. Give him.
Damn, you kinda got the Eddie Munster look today, don't you?
She's gone, Watson. She's gone, Watson.
Where'd that thing go?
Underneath your bed.
No,
There it is right there.
that red thing.
Oh.
It's over there behind that.
See if I can find from you?
Damn, Watson. Goddamn, Watson. Damn!
Got the little bow.
Look at
Oh, see if I can stay here with me. This is a classic.
Yeah, keep that motherfucker, man. Lost. Hate to tell you this though. You know, you're my friend and everything, but Dee Dee's pretty fine.
Huh?
Dee Dee is fine.
That other battery. God, that other battery in that case is charged.
Alright, we're signing off for a couple minutes. Say bye.
Sayonara. Bye. Beer. See ya.
Cool. See you having fun, Dee Dee?
Okay, Trent, take over. It's your turn.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good.
Everybody else. Everybody
Don't worry, I'm not filming you. No, I'm not.
Hey,
Why?
thanks.
Just reach on in there. Come on. Hey, that's ours.
Beer.
That's what I said.
You can only have one.
Hold on, let me read the back. Let me read the back. No more.
Vanna.
Have you forgotten that once we were robbed?
It's an
Yeah.
experience. Try it.
We were
today.
robbed of our name, robbed
It
of
is
our
good.
language. Hey, well,
Check
we
it.
lost our religion, our culture, our
Spirits.
pride, many of us. And the way, by the way we act, we even lost our mind.
G-Man.
You say
What's
it.
up?
You know, I don't have a clock on. I'm getting toasted. I'm ready to drive now. Where the fuck are my keys? Where the fuck are they?
Man, you wasted
Chris.
People haven't even gotten drunk yet.
What are you
Just take
drinking,
this.
man? A bigger video camera than you.
You fucking drop it.
I need a damn. I know. That's what I'm saying. I need a fin on the back. I'm gonna get a fin.
He thinks he's cool because he got a video camera and shit, but I got a bigger one.
I have a small swimming pool.
Deadman. Just buy that?
Hey, how you doing? Hi. Hey.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking smooth there, slick.
Well, I'm going back up there.
I put his name in the car, he kept on hitting the 2 trees I hit. That was all drunk, he didn't have a seatbelt.
Watch yourself, man.
Do it out. You guys gonna do it? Stay here?
This way.
Boy, we did. You don't run out of tape, man. Shorts on, man. You don't run out of tape, man. What are you taping? The damn stairs? Shit. I got beer on my chin, son. Get that fucking camera off me, boy.
No pictures. My client does not want any pictures. He didn't know she was 16.
Wait a minute.
He did not know she was 16.
There's someone
Step
down
back,
there.
Step back. Step back. Where's your back?
Oh, wait.
We like put the bathroom up on sales.
Sales?
You what?
Put the bathroom on sale. Puppy!
I thought maybe somebody hit you because there's beer on the back porch.
Hey.
I don't
Hey.
like to be videoed.
Hey.
Hey. Puppy!
Hey.
Is it possible for you to back up and remark so we can
They don't want to look now. See, look.
Jump in front of the car. Yeah, well, we knew you weren't supposed to be here tonight, so now we're gonna sell this tape.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Todd, don't let anybody park
Don't let anybody park here.
I'll stand there and move them. Oh, get him. Get him. Come on, videotape. Woo! Here.
Hey!
Ugly fat bitch.
Getting that booty?
Get a little picture. Yeah, get the fuck out of my way.
Stand back over here.
And one of these days that truck's just gonna break it.
You want that shit or what?
I came by your room to buy it. Or let's say record or something.
Hey, he's goofy. I don't know them. How you don't show up real good?
Fill it out myself.
Hey, wait. This is very old.
Hey, who's that? Hey, where's Krista?
Hey, what's up?
Over there.
Chick can almost spin
Come
a
on,
tire.
bud.
I'm smiling.
Judge
Get almost good.
Mo! Sid! Chandra! Hi, get Todd, come get this. Todd! That's a hand to come get this. Run! Run! Wave!
What?
Wave! Wave, Chris!
Kevin!
No airflow through there. There's the box is just like this, except it's in the trunk. So the coupe, it's like same thing the highway patrol drive. You know, it's on the coupe, it doesn't have a hatch. And there's no airflow back there. Got 3 amps and it kind of heats up. I had to put a fan back there and it stays cool.
This thing don't want to shut off. Oh, I see.
Yeah, there is. Whataburger.
Whataburger.
It sucks, but.
Hi, Todd.
Hey.
Hey, that's Barry.
How are
Here
you?
we are at
Barry.
Bandera.
Barry.
Everybody chilling in the car. Two cars lined up, ready to race.
Come on, let's see how fast we can get your car going, Todd. You don't have to race anybody.
The smell of hot rubber.
Lined up.
The smell of burnt rubber fills the air. The night stars are out, shining. The drunks are out. Yeah.
I got some earlier.
That truck won me.
Bye.
Hasta la vista.
Hey, save some of that pizza.
Hey, short, they're gonna race.
Hey, wait, they're gonna race. Not safe.
Oh, that'd be cool back out there. Man. Call that a race? That wasn't in the brochure.
That was so funny yesterday.
That truck goes peeling out of sun. That wasn't
Todd, did you get that on camera? He missed it.
Get a picture of this, Todd.
I guess it ain't good. Hey, your car's on, buddy.
You're gonna eat the ground as soon as you go over that curb, man.
He should have went over it that way.
We need to go over. My brother's got a 71 Dodge Charger that he put a fucking new.
That was a 69.
This one up here?
I think that's Camaro. I can't tell. I can't. Someone turn their lights on behind. It might not be. It might be one of those Chevy trucks. It is. Fuck. I thought it was it. Never mind.
Okay, let's see a good one here, fellas. Wait.
Quit it.
Get out of the way, man.
You got the sound on?
I thought you was gonna get out there in between them and text
Damn, dude. Jeez.
These people stand by the road, man. They park on the road. I have to stand over here. I'll wait for the road. You can't help yourself.
Sports from Gary Strickland. K-Texas Action News is next.
KTXS TV, Sweetwater, Abilene. Now, Wayne McCormick, Crystal Wolf, Jerry Eckhart, and Gary Strickland. This is K-Texas Action News.
Icy weather blankets northern Texas, including parts of the Big Country. Hello, everyone, and happy Thanksgiving. It is a wet and slippery holiday season for much of Texas. Jerry Eckhart joins us to tell us about some trouble spots in the Big Country. Jerry?
Wayne, there are several trouble spots. Right now, the icy conditions are just over to the east of us. Let's take a quick look at radar, and I'll show you where it's raining now. The National Weather Service has continued the winter storm warning for Brown County. That warning extends from about Brady on up to the Eastland area and catches Brown County. DPS in Brownwood report that most roads do have ice on them in Brown County, that bridges and overpasses are completely ice covered. Much the same thing is taking place just a few miles east of Abilene from about Clyde on over toward Putnam, where sleet has been falling off and on most of the day. Interstate 20 is pretty well sleet covered now and rather slick. I'll bring you up to date on the rest of it. It looks like most of it's moving out, but we could see one more round later on tonight.
Okay, thanks, Jerry. For updated road conditions, you can call the TxDOT Road Conditions line. It's 1-800-452-9292. And, of course, Jerry will give us a more detailed forecast in just a few minutes. The Texas Department of Transportation is warning holiday travelers to stay off the icy roads as much as possible. This was the scene today in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Road crews worked fast to sand on the bridges and overpasses, but that didn't prevent the interstates from looking more like demolition derbies. Numerous wrecks are being blamed on the icy conditions, which are expected to remain unchanged tonight. Some Thanksgiving travelers got their holiday off to a bumpy start. A Continental DC-9 was forced to make an emergency landing last night in Austin because one of the plane's engines caught fire. All 106 people on the Houston to Tucson flight evacuated the plane safely, but some passengers say the tension was high moments before the landing. Still no word on what caused that engine fire. No one should be alone or hungry on Thanksgiving. That's the idea Taylor County veterans had in putting together a free Thanksgiving dinner. As many as 1,000 people who would not otherwise have had a traditional dinner feasted on this meal catered by Turner Hills Barbecue. Helping keep the food lines moving were volunteers from Dyess and the VFW posts around the area.
We're overwhelmed by the number of volunteers we have, and we think it's super. It's a time to get together and sort of break bread and for our people not to be by themselves at home.
So no one would eat alone. Taylor County veterans provided transportation to those who couldn't get to the dinner on their own. Commanders at Dyess Air Force Base believe in serving those who serve their country. It's a tradition at Dyess for the base commanders to serve Thanksgiving dinner to the enlisted men and women. As K-Texas reporter Jennifer Bray found out, it's the next best thing to being home for the holidays.
Okay, what else do we have here for you?
These commanders at Dyess Air Force Base were taking orders instead of giving them today. And while they spent their afternoon serving a traditional dinner with all the trimmings, they do draw the line somewhere.
Now, are y'all going to be washing the dishes too after all this is over?
Absolutely not.
The dinner and festive surroundings make being away from home a little easier for young airmen, no matter how well Mom cooks.
Well, I don't know. It's not as, you know, as flavorful as Mom has it, but it's all right. You know, it's a good substitute.
As far as my mom goes, she can burn water, so it's actually pretty good.
Another advantage to dinner at Dyess, no arguments over how to make the stuffing.
At my house, there's always a debate over how to make the stuffing. How'd you make the stuffing and who decided?
We made it the Air Force way. We followed the Air Force recipe.
Jennifer Bray, K-Texas Action News.
Now, despite the bad weather around the state, many Texans did their best to make sure that no one went hungry. Near Kerrville, volunteers served Thanksgiving dinners at rest stops on I-10 for truckers. And in San Antonio, Raul Jimenez hosted his 14th annual dinner for senior citizens at the San Antonio Convention Center. It is one of the biggest events of the year and anticipated by many in San Antonio. Jimenez has fed over
and showing their support for Jackson. Liz Taylor, who we just mentioned, is apparently already on her way to be at Michael's side in his time of need. Steve Dunleavy has the latest on the growing support for the superstar singer. Steve?
Bill, I'm outside the Los Angeles Police Department. Now, of course, these are the gentlemen who launched the criminal investigation into Michael Jackson and launched 2 dramatic raids on his home. Seized videotapes. Sounded pretty sinister.
Backside method and nice smooth frontside shifties gave him his first run score of 30.2. Look for John Eric to turn it up a higher notch right now.
John Eric, top of the pipe, hoping to top that 30.2 to give him a nice big combined score that he can take home and show everyone back home in Norway, and he is in the pipe.
John Eric on course, a nice frontside tuck knee right there off the first hit. Into a large backside method air. Nice frontside shifty, looking like he's using the same line as he did in his first run. A backside tail grabber. Frontside 360 to fakie. Nice there, 720. John Eric alley-ooping 360 to fakie. Nice run by John Eric. Will add to his score handily, I have a feeling.
His first run score, a 30.2. A very clean run, as you said, GT, and he really mixed up the tricks.
Big frontside tuck knee there. Second run score, 29.2, giving him a combined of 59.4. John Eric turned it up a notch and looked very, very smooth.
Every rider seems to like this pipe of Jimmy Scott's. Good transitions, good walls, and they're able to do everything they want to. Next up, Mikey Bassett, Fair Oaks, California, now living in Midvale, Utah, just outside of Salt Lake City. He had a very strong first run, a 30.5.
Mikey Bassett's one of the leaders coming into the second run. Mikey's been very strong all day, known for very big moves and the capacity to pull off the unbelievable.
So it's Mikey Bassett sitting very good with a 30.5, hoping to add to that, and he is now in the pipe.
Here he comes, Mikey B going big. Big backside shifty on the first hit. Nice lean method there on the second. Backside method, bone in the tail out. Nice frontside 540. Oh, a bit of a sketch there. Landing on the lip and reverting it around. Mikey Bassett, that could hurt him right there.
Mikey Bassett lost a lot of speed after that little sketch there. Wasn't able to pull off his next trick as well as he'd like to, but he finishes off relatively clean.
Mikey Bassett with a very, very clean makeup there. Maybe might have fooled the judges. I doubt it, and I think that fall right there will hurt his overall.
Mikey Bassett's part of the Dream Team along with his sister Tina Bassett, both excellent riders. Let's go back and have a look at some of his better moves.
A nice run by Mikey Bassett. Score 29.6, giving a combined score of 60.1. Big moves by Mikey B. He's sitting on top right now, and we'll be back on Prime.
The Bud Light North American Championships are brought to you by Bud Light. Make it a Bud Light. And by Freestyle USA Performance Timing Machines. Also by Planet Snow, the official apparel of the American Pro Snowboard Series.
Stay tuned for the H2O Zone coming this spring on Prime, where you'll see more skin.
Hair that is free-flowing, like the sea, living in harmony with light, dancing in its shadows. Fit, vibrant hair, nourished and cared for by the elements of our earth. This is Paul Mitchell hair.
Remember, buy the real Paul Mitchell product in salons only.
Not too many people are into truck fishing. Most people still use poles. That's fine with me, but if you're after some monster fish, you gotta use one of these. A 1994 Ford Ranger 4x4. Come on. Complete with push-button four-wheel drive, a nice wide stance, and a whopping 4-liter V6. So sink your boat, go truck fishing, get a Ford Ranger 4x4, and get serious.
Looking for results? There's only one place to turn. HSE delivers daily recaps from the first Class 1 racing facility in Texas, the Sam Houston Race Report.
Begins April 30th on HSE. High Goal Polo action returns to the Houston Polo Club April 29th and May 1st at the 9th Annual International Cup presented by the Houston 1000. See 10-goal superstar Mike Azzaro lead Team Michelob against Team Drug Emporium in this High Goal Polo event. For tickets and VIP packages including 3 sponsor parties, call 783-1983. That's 783-1983. Tickets are also available at all Ticketmaster locations.
Snowboarding coming at you.
Welcome back to Prime's coverage of the Bud Light North American Championships. Todd Harris along with Greg Tomlinson. We're in the half pipe here at the Snowmass Resort just outside of Aspen. And we've got a great running thus far. Mike Bassett sits atop the leaderboard with 5 riders to go with a 60.1. Will it hold up, GT?
Bassett had 2 strong runs to this point. However, in both runs, he had slight mistakes, which could add up to be a problem for him. Guys like Jimmy Halapoff are gunning for him right now. His first run score at 29.1. Definitely look for Jimmy to turn it up a notch to get that 31.1 to take the lead.
And we talked to Jimmy about what it takes to win in this pipe.
Just stay low, and that's pretty much the basic thing. Keep your knees low and pump the trannies every time.
Well, Jimmy oversimplified it a little bit right there, but basically what you're going to want to do is stay low, pump the trannies, and land your airs. And right now, coming in with a nice tuck knee frontside air, that was Jimmy Halapoff looking good. Big backside method into a nice frontside 360. A late grab, nice 720 there. Into a frontside 540. Jimmy Halapoff looking very good right there, no sketches.
Jimmy Halapoff, a longtime rider from South Lake Tahoe, California. The guy is definitely experienced. He needed a 31.1 to overtake Mike Bassett's GT. Do you think he got it?
He definitely had it there. Very, very strong run. Halapoff, the kind of guy who has never won a major contest, but always one of the top guys. And there in his second run, a 31.9, giving a combined score of 61.0, and Jimmy's sitting on top right now.
So it's Jimmy Holopauf, our current leader. While we have a break in the men's action, we want to show you what happened in the women's division. Here at Snowmass, the girls put on an impressive exhibition as they've done all season long. Finishing in 8th place, Barrett Christie.
Well, this is my first year competing on the pro circuit, and I think I did real well. I was pretty happy to be just a part of it. And there's something called a little end of the season burnout, but I'm trying to battle that.
However, Christy Elder, who finished in 2nd, wasn't happy with her results this year.
No, I think I could have done a lot better. I need to get more consistent and get a lot more new tricks in. This summer, I'm going to do it.
Such dedication is common among the women. Cara Beth Burnside, a skateboarder crossover, pushed her limits all season long and finished 6th in a pipe she called the best.
It is. It's just got perfect transitions, and I couldn't ask for anything better.
Elise Sather, who finished 2nd when we visited Snowmass earlier this season, had to settle for a 5th in the Bud Light North American Championships. Tying for 3rd was Trisha Burns. Trisha's riding this year would have to be given Most Improved honors. Big things are in store for her. The top 3 women definitely have a fun first attitude.
Beauty school dropout, ta-da. Go back to high school. Beauty school dropout, beauty school dropout.
Lead singer Tina Bassett capped off another consistent year with a 3rd at Snowmass. Michelle Taggart, who won our earlier stop here in Aspen, finished 2nd this time around with some aggressive riding. And winning the women's division was Shannon Dunn. She posted runs of 29 and 28.70 for a combined score of 57.70 to take the Bud Light North American Championships. We'll talk with her later in the show.
Up to the top of the course, we're back into the men's event. At the top of the course right now, we have Dave Downing from Redondo Beach, California. Dave, a ripping surfer, skater, and snowboarder. A new face on the tour. And check him out, Dave Downing with his first run score at 30.5. Mixed it up, did a lot of nice spins, rode a lot of fakie. A great rider here at Todd.
And he's going to need a 30.6 to overtake Jimmy Holopauf. As you said, the guy's got great skills. Anything's possible. We've got a great pipe. The score to beat combined 61.0 with Jimmy Holopauf, but here's Dave Downing.
Well, as far as riding goes, Dave is definitely up to the level. It's really a mental thing at this point. I don't think he's ever really been in this position, but look for Dave to take charge like he is right now. Nice 360 to fakie, nice fakie to fakie, or a switch stance front side there. Into another backside switch stance method. Big spin there, trying for that 900. A little bit short there. Dave Downing looking very strong, though.
You got to give Dave credit. He went for the whole thing right there. Didn't hold back, was not playing it conservative. He was really going for the win.
I would say that Dave looked like a very seasoned competitor in that run. Big backside method right off the bat. Second run score of 29.1, giving him a combined score of 59.6. A very respectable showing here by Dave Downing. And then trying to finish it off with a big 900 and just a little bit short.
So Jimmy Holopauf remains our leader. We'll have more when we come back.
You don't have to be 19 to have a body like this. You don't have to work out 8 hours a day. You don't have to be narcissistic or shallow. In fact, all you really need is $39 a month. The SoloFlex Muscle Machine. What are you waiting for?
You don't have to be a model to have a body like this. Or work out 8 hours a day. Or have an obsessive-compulsive personality. Or never eat anything but rice cakes and celery. All you need is just $39 a month. The SoloFlex Muscle Machine. What are you waiting for?
A lesson in simple division. Central division, that is. The Astros play the Pirates. The Bucks stop here. The Astros play the Cubs. The fur will fly. The Astros play the Cardinals. Bye-bye, birdie. And you thought division was hard. Call 6 Astros for tickets. Saturday, April 30th, the first 45,000 fans get a free Astros cap courtesy of HSE.
We try to focus on the human side of sports.
We're the sports brothers. It's a sports family kind of deal.
This isn't just a Troy Aikman and Emmett Smith and a Nolan Ryan talking to Norm. This is the fans get to talk to them.
The name Sports Brothers probably comes from the fact that we look so much alike, but I'm the sport and he's the brother.
Don't label us as a pure sports talk show. We are not that. We are a pure sports talk show about the life of sports.
The sports, the issues, and the fun. Talk Radio 570 KLIF.
Welcome back to Aspen, Colorado, the Snowmass Resort. We are here for the Bud Light North American Championships. The half-pipe competition, our current leader, Jimmy Halapaw, followed by Mike Bassett, Dave Downing, John Eric, and Frank Wells. Next up, Jimmy Scott, the former world champion from Aspen, Colorado, GT, playing in his own yard.
Jimmy Scott developed this pipe, designed this pipe, and did the majority of the work on this pipe. And not to mention, he's also been ripping it very hard all day.
Jimmy Scott will be our next competitor. He rode very smooth in his opening run, picking up a 31.4. He only needs a 29.7 to take the lead, which is very much in his reach.
Yeah, he definitely can achieve that score. I would say that and a lot more. Jimmy is definitely known to turn it on in clutch situations.
So Jimmy Scott dropping into his very own pipe.
Here he comes up the first wall. Nice frontside nose bone. Into a big backside method, Jimmy on course. Looking very strong through his own creation. Jimmy Scott does a tuck knee mute there, boning the tail downward. Into a frontside 360, he's riding fakie. Nice 720 right there. Into another 720, back-to-back 720s by Jimmy Scott.
And the thing that made it so nice was he landed all of his big aerials very clean, and the judges definitely looking for that.
A very, very hard combination there. Back-to-back 720s, about as hard as you can get right now in the sport of snowboarding. Not to mention some very clean big airs at the top of the pipe, like this backside method air, boning the tail out. Then coming into the bottom, riding up fakie, doing a 720-degree spin, straight into another 720-degree spin on the front side wall.
And Jimmy Scott picks up a 32.3. He is our new leader. Next up, Neil Drake from Fawnskin, California.
Well, Neil Drake, better known from being from Big Bear. He lives in Fawnskin, but he trains and rides in Big Bear just about any day he's home. And Neil making a very, very strong charge. I've ridden with this guy for years, and he is a lot of fun to watch ride, doing headstands and stuff like that.
And he's going to need a 32.2 to take the lead away from Jimmy Scott. That's a big order.
It's a big order to fill, but if anybody's going to do it right now, it could be Neil Drake. Nice frontside tuck knee on the first hit. Into a backside ollie, grabbing the tail there. Swings it around frontside 360 with a grab. Into a very, very clean 720 at speed. Into a nice 540 on the frontside wall. Neil Drake looking very good. Into a headstand there. Neil Drake, a strong run.
Now that is a new move right there, the patented Neil Drake headstand. The style points definitely accumulated on that one.
Unfortunately for Neil, I honestly believe that he could have gotten a higher score if he didn't kind of screw around there at the end. However, he probably wins for having the most fun in the course today.
And he picks up a 31.0, giving him a combined of 62.6. Jimmy Scott remains atop the leaderboard, but the guy put together some incredible moves.
And like I said, if he would have worked the pipe a couple more hits, he could have done a lot better. And right now we have Todd Richards at the top of the course.
Talking with Todd, winning today would definitely cap off a great year on the tour.
Yeah, it'd be great. I'm going to try my hardest, and I don't know, U.S. Open was pretty much the biggest goal I think I've ever had, and I achieved that one. So I don't know, this is for the overall, and that'd be nice too. So just try my hardest and see what happens. Nice day out. Pipe's great.
Todd Richards with a first run score of 31.8. Needs a 32.0 to win. And Todd Richards has been on course all day. Let's see how he can do now. He is our final competitor on course, and here he is dropping in on the first hit. A large frontside nose bone. Whoa, to a big backside Fumbelodian. Pulls it in to a big frontside tail grabber there. Todd Richards on course, looking very fast. A bit of a struggle. 7:20 there, pulling it in. Todd, looking good there, Todd, but that struggle up at the top of the course might spell disaster.
So it's Todd Richards letting it all out, knowing that Jimmy Scott really put the pressure on him, GT, and he had to pull off almost a flawless run. We are ready to hand out the awards, but first, let's take a look at the John Paul Mitchell Major Move. This show's edition goes to Alpine racer and freestyler JCJ Anderson. While JCJ is relatively new to halfpipe riding, he blew minds with his huge air and charge-it attitude. Congrats to JCJ Anderson for winning the John Paul Mitchell Major Move here in Aspen. Well, we have reached the conclusion of the half-pipe competition. Very exciting through and through. In the women's competition, it was Shannon Dunn over Michelle Taggart, and tying for third, it was Tina Bassage and Trisha Burns, followed by Elise Sather in 5th place. GT caught up with our winner.
Thanks, Todd. I'm standing here with Shannon Dunn, the winner of the women's half-pipe contest today. Shannon, you rode really well today. What were the keys to your success?
I think it helped out that my family was all around cheering me on, and it was a good pipe, so I had fun.
Well, now you've won a lot of events this year, a lot of freestyle events. Now that the tour is over, what are you going to do with yourself?
Going tropical.
You're going tropo? Well, there you have it. Shannon's going to go spend some time in the sun. Back to you, Todd.
Thanks, GT, and Shannon, don't get burned. In the men's competition, it was local boy Jimmy Scott taking home top honors here at Aspen. An incredible performance in the pipe, both first and second runs, very solid for Jimmy Scott. He was followed by Todd Richards, Neil Drake, Jimmy Holopoff, and Mike Bassage. GT standing by with our men's winner.
Thanks, Todd. I'm standing here with Jimmy Scott, the winner of the men's half-pipe event today. Jimmy, I know that this victory means a lot to you, but more recently, it seems like you've been more behind the scenes.
Yeah, I just want to get the pipes a little more consistent, help with that, so the whole field gets better, because it's really bad when one or two guys ride really well and everyone else doesn't ride to the level they could.
Well, I'm sure it still is good to win, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. I needed it. I needed this one from last weekend.
Well, congratulations to you. We'll see you next year. Back to you, Todd.
Thanks, GT, and congratulations to our champions, Shannon Dunn for the women and Jimmy Scott for the men. That will conclude this, the final stop of the American Pro Snowboard Series. For Greg Tomlinson, I'm Todd Harris. Thanks for watching all the action right here on Prime. The Bud Light North American Championships have been brought to you by Bud Light. Make it a Bud Light. And by Ford Trucks. Ford Trucks, the best never rest. Also by Paul Mitchell Salon Hair Care, as good to the environment as we are to your hair. And by Freestyle USA, performance timing machines. And by Planet Snow, the official apparel of the American Pro Snowboard Series.
H2O Zone.
From the beauty of Pebble Beach to the sensation
This robe means you have to make tough legal decisions. As chairman of the Judiciary Committee, I have.
Piper for Supreme Court.
Issue 5 isn't good for Ohio. That's why our health and environmental organizations call it redundant and unnecessary. It's why business, labor, and farm groups are opposed. And now Ohio's major newspapers are opposed, including the Beacon Journal and the Plain Dealer, which says Issue 5 goes too far. It should be defeated.